Let's connect with Ajay Seth, CFO of Maruti Suzuki, which is India's biggest passenger car company. Ajay, good morning. Thank you for joining us. Ajay, let's talk about the festival season demand. How have things moved for Maruti in the month of November so far?
The festive demand has been good. The offtake in October, November has been good compared to last year. There has been a lot of demand that we see people coming to buy both entry-level vehicles and compacts and sedans. There has been the bias towards diesel continues. Even the footprints, etc., the inquiries, etc., have all gone up. So we believe that so far the second half has started with a good note. We will have to watch for this trend for a little longer because it's too early to say whether the trend has changed or not. So let's see how it pans out in the next couple of months and to see clearly how the trend emerges.
Right, Ajay, morning. So we have seen some market share improvement since the start of second half. Is that a feeling that you're getting?
Yeah, we have. I think October our market share improved. And November we will get to know in a couple of weeks when we close. But there has been some improvement in our market share in the back of our diesel production being normal, Manesar plant now working on full capacity. So there has been a market share improvement.
Ajay, so let's talk about specifics here. What's the kind of market response you've got for the new Alto, and how's Ertiga, the SUV, doing?
Absolutely, the pull of Alto has been very good in the market. It has got a very good acceptance from the customers. There are over 40,000 bookings that we have received so far, and the demand continues to be good and robust. And we believe that this, should be a good entry-level car with the kind of acceptance that it has seen with its customer base.
Right, so what kind of impact have we seen so far as the old Alto model is concerned, Ajay? And has the demand weakened for the old Alto model at this point in time?
No, I think both the models at the moment are doing well. There will be some cannibalization, but it's something that we'll know over a period. The whole philosophy is as long as the overall volumes go up and the share increases, we are comfortable. But at the moment, I think both the models are doing well.
Ajay, so do you think the record discounts the car industry has offered in H1 that could narrow down in H2 because the car demand or the auto demand has made a roaring comeback because consumers are suddenly ready to spend more, they're ready to buy more?
No, compared to the second quarter, discounts are definitely going to come down. They were, I think, all-time high. And whilst the discount on the petrol vehicles would still be high, there are no discounts as far as we are concerned on the diesel vehicles. So the overall discounts in the second quarter, both on account of petrol, on account of new launch of Alto, and also on account of diesel share going up, I think overall discounts are going to go down.
Ajay, so can you give me some figures?
It's difficult to say because schemes will keep varying from month to month, but there should be a reduction of about 25 to 30% compared to the second quarter.
Ajay, have we seen some pricing improvement ahead of Diwali for diesel cars, and if so, by how much?
No, I think it's all built in. If you see the increase in realization, that's reflected in the first half of this year. So I think it will fall in the same line in the second half as well. So since the diesel proportion is going up, the realizations would be shared better. It's very difficult for me to give you an absolute amount because it will depend on the mix at a given point in time. But you can take the basis of the first half in terms of volumes and sales value to get a feel, which should also, I think, replicate in the second half.
Ajay, what about the petrol variants and small car segment? Do you think pricing pressures will continue there because there is a clear bias towards diesel vehicles?
The price change, etc., is given the demand scenario is going to be a tough challenge. So therefore, one is that the prices kind of can remain flat. Second is that discounts on petrol cars, as we have said, that is high compared to no discounts on diesel cars or very small discounts on diesel cars. So I think that pressure on the petrol cars, whether it's entry-level car or it is the premium compact, that will continue for some more time.
Right. So is the Manesar production now at full utilization, Ajay?
No, I think we have reached a peak now. We are doing the maximum production there, normal production there, which we were doing before this unfortunate incident happened on 18th of July. So we are back to about 1800 cars per day, which is the capacity of the plant. So we are doing what is the maximum possible.
Ajay, so final question on the currency movement. Yen is at a 7-month low. How will this impact your profitability? Because my understanding is that your operating profit margins will expand significantly because you pay royalty in yen.
It's a good news for us that yen is weakening, and we are large yen importers. So therefore, that any weakness in yen will help us in terms of our margin improvement. But you should not see yen in isolation with dollar. I think it's also important to look at the dollar rupee. So what we really look at is how is the yen rupee performing. The pressure on rupee still continues, and whilst rupee improved to a level of about 52 some time back, but now it's again back to about over 55. So we will have to see if yen rupee improves in the long run. I think that's going to be a tremendous positive for the company. And let me just explain to you that the exchange fluctuation in the last 3 or 4 years have been the biggest drainer in terms of margins for us. So therefore, this improvement of both yen and rupee, if it happens, will tremendously help us.
Ajay, good having you on the show. Appreciate you taking the time out and joining us.